Hi, I know, I'm so sorry it's been a while, but we finally got content. Yippee! Great, my glasses are blurry now. But anyway, in case you didn't know, last week I went to Anthrocon 2025. Not Anthrocon 2023, not Anthrocon 2024, but Anthrocon 2025. I know that is shocking to some, but my first con ever. So it was quite an experience as someone who never went to a con or anywhere alone really. I met a lot of mutuals. I didn't really hang around a lot with people, but I try my best to hang with mutuals so I can be at least a little occupied. Yes, I know it sounds insane as someone who has a bit of a following, but I get lonely too. But anyway, I want to talk about my experience traveling and attending a convention, and just so you kind of know how a convention is and what to expect, the basics in my point of view. So I say, let's get started and get into the video, shall we? First, I recently turned 18. I hate manners. Wait, I don't actually, do not cancel me. No. Don't cancel me or any of that. Cut that out. Kids are chill. Yeah, and that is. I do not care who I'm friends with. Anyway, for traveling, I went by airplane. And when I got to the airport, I, went to my airport to Baltimore, so I had to wait for a couple hours. And then I went to Pittsburgh, and I'm not gonna lie, the subway kinda confused me. I don't know, I'm supposed to know this type of stuff. I'm young, and yet, I was clueless. And let me just say, you shouldn't be clueless either. Don't be like me, okay? But when I got to the baggage claim, I struggled for a half hour. I was so embarrassed with that because I should be able to know it, but I grew up in a family where I've never traveled anywhere. So I don't know the kind of shit, But after a while, my airport taxi man picked me up. He's here banging. I'm sorry. My mom is renovating the house. Anyway, after that, I got to my hotel. I always saw a lot of families. Anyway, I saw a lot of families. I checked in, all that jazz, got my room, it all went great. Wait had stepped out of my room to head to the con. You already know what I had. You're not getting freaky with it. Anyway, I went in the elevator, and then I got an Uber, I didn't know my bus at the time, to the con. So yay! Oh, I should add, when I went in the elevator down to go to my Uber, there was this family with a kid, and they asked about my persona, which I thought was really nice. I don't talk to people a lot, so I thought it was this weird thing. But yeah, I took my Uber. He asked me questions about, what families really are, because he was a bit confused on what they were. I told him it was just for fun, obviously, we don't think we're animals. Okay, my mic is still on. Good. Anyway, yeah, I got your con. Um, Replicon, it didn't take too long because I got there like at 7:45. So I had to walk around a zigzag for like 20 minutes. I don't want to do that again. But yeah, check-in successful. So far nobody really said hi to me. But when I stepped on one of the balconies, I heard someone yell, "What John?" No, I looked around. I did not see anyone. Like, who the hell said that? I thought it was funny as fuck, so, then I sat somewhere else, next to a friend, because, like, the location was confusing to me at first. Met one of my mutuals, but on front person I met, like, in person. Well, before that, someone said, "Hi, Ashton." I'm not sure who that was, but they were friendly, so we rolled with it. But if not mutual I met was actually someone on YouTube. You probably know who you are. Let's just say I play retro, you know? That was cringe. Yeah, we talked for a second. After waiting for a while, the friend I met just finally found me. And let me just say, he's probably the sweetest person I've ever met personally. He was actually very nice and tried his best to like include me, which let me just say I did not get that treatment growing up, so I actually really appreciated that. Awesome, Snowy. But yeah, his friend was very chill too. I liked them. They're not gonna offer me dinner, but I'm a bit tired because of a long trip to the con. So I went home. I probably should have took it off because I was like very hungry. But I was like very tired. I want my sleep. So whatever. Don't be like Ash. But yeah, now it's like day 2. Um, honestly, if they were pretty bad. Yes, I met up with like a couple moods, but after a while, it was like 12 o'clock about, maybe a little before that. The whatever thing imaginable happened. I locked my phone. Yes, for an agonizing 6 hours, I locked my damn phone. It slipped out of my pocket. And wanna know why I found out I locked my phone? No, I saw Shep. No, Shep go blep. Like, hey, another Shep. A G corridor, but close enough. I was originally G Shep. But anyway, I asked for a picture, and when I went to dig in my pocket, oh shit. Yeah, my exact thought. I like, oh, I'm so sorry. I locked my phone. No. I was very like anxious when that happened and embarrassed. But I know he's a guy that makes relatable comics. So I know he probably didn't really mind because I know deep inside he probably relates to that on a whole other level. So like after thinking that I like, you know what, he probably doesn't care and he probably forgot about it. But yeah, after a couple hours I went to Lost and Found, reported. I had no idea what Snowy's Telegram app was. He was the only person I was aware that was at AC. I was actually looking for him before I locked my phone, and then I completely lost it. But at least the Lost and Found were like right there. And some school dog guy, he gave me a suggestion to report the lost phone, and he tried to be very helpful, which I appreciate him. You know, let's go. I don't know who you are, but yeah, not awesome, you know. So I just sat there for hours, like, just thinking, what the hell am I gonna do for the next couple hours without my phone? I really wanted to take pictures. And I met another one of my mutuals who I'm actually going to college with. They're really chill, good person, but both like equally as awkward, so I fuck with it. Very nice person. I wish I took a picture with them, but you know, my phone was gone, so it wasn't possible, you know. Then it was like 20 minutes before 4 o'clock, and I was in panic because last of all, I had to go to FURRY's prelims. Yes, I was a part of the prelims to try to get into FURRY. So I went to Lock and Found again, asked them if they found my phone. That's what I put in the report, and they, I thought Snowy's telegram was like Snowy the Fox, but somehow, just by shouting your name Snowy, they found him. So that was like so epic, and you know, it's good that they like somehow found him, like as like a backup to tell him, oh, this person's phone was found. Although he had no idea my phone was missing, but now it was time for prelims. I was freaking out because I didn't have a map, I didn't have a room number, because my phone was gone. So I was in a panic, but somehow, just by my thinking, I found the room right on time. Like, I'm goated. You know, I'm goated. I'm so goated, you know, I can click too fast, and boom, I found it. I'm awesome. But yeah, we did that. I was in a group with my TikTok mutual with a few of their friends. I was like very nervous because I never went to a con before or danced in front of a huge crowd. And most importantly, I'm a beginner, so I was like more nerve-wracking. I thought, hey, I can handle this. What do I know? I forget I have anxiety. Like, I was so nervous when I was just standing there cheering on my moots. And everyone was so good, so like I got even more nervous. Even my teammates were so much better with my turn. And when they say crickets, real crickets. That was so awkward. I watched one out everyone and like, hey, at least I can practice. But hey, you're a good pal. I met like a new friend from the group. He actually helped me find my phone by offering to log in with my Apple ID to find my iPhone. But he called my phone, they picked it up with me, boom, they found it. That was great, you know. After 6 agonizing hours, they finally found it. So I had to quickly text all my mutuals and say, oh, I'm so sorry, I lost my phone. Like, I didn't mean to, like, ghost you, but I literally lost my phone for 6 entire hours. It was terrible. But yeah, my day was over after that. Thank God. I just won my phone back, and now that I have it back, I'm like, yeah, I'm going back to my hotel. Day 3. Met more of my mutuals. Hung out with one of my mutuals who are 2 years mutual. What do I even call that? We were mutual for 2 years. We can even consider us as friends. His name is Jamie. He's a very chill dude. He acted very friendly and shy, and I fuck with him, you know. And he was a bit too nice, so I feel a bit bad. But like, but I appreciate him a lot, you know. He brought his friend with him. She was also nice. Very quiet though, but he warned me before, so that's fine. I'm pretty quiet too. Until I bounced my bubble and I'm chaotic. The fast-food parade was that day, but I didn't sign up for it because I would not risk getting a heat stroke as someone who has heat problems and asthma, and literally every freaking problem in the books that would make me pass out. Like, I'm just sweating in this thing, even with the AC on. When we get the head on, I'm still on here, and you can tell I'm running out of breath. I went back to I almost said apartment, hotel, and, I rested for a bit, packed a couple things in my bag, because I'll meet up with another mutual to make my duct tape dummy. Which, yes, I scrapped bodysuit I made, and I want one professionally done of ash. And a better duct tape dummy. Yeah, I did it. She also like another night-long mutual of mine. I knew her from a friend. She, for 3 years now, you know. She goes by a persona named Timber, and she's very nice and, like, patient and, you know, normally just very apologetic. Like, she doesn't seem like the type of person that would do wrong. So yeah, we did that. We did our duct tape dummy. I wanted to take a picture with her, but we kind of forgot. Whoopsies. Sometime after that, oh wait, we went to what's his name? Finn Panther. Went to his panel. Yeah, and when like 5 o'clock hit, I told her, hey, I'm gonna see FURRY. Because, you know, a couple of my mutuals attended FURRY. So, you know, yeah, sick. So we drifted our pouch. You know, I'm a bit sad because, like, she's a good mutual, you know, and, like, a kind person in general. But I really want to see my mutual dancing on the big stage. And definitely as someone who hasn't seen FURRY in person ever. And right when FURRY was lining up and going in, I met a YouTuber I really fuck with. He goes by the name Costa. He might recognize his suit. He's like around YouTube a lot. You know, I think he's very cool. And the whole rules, well, like the last hour at least, we sat next to each other, cheering on a few teams, you know. And after that, we took a picture, because, you know, I really want a picture. And he was actually really nice. Like, I know people will say stuff like, oh, you're popping people, you're rude. But he was, like, very, very nice and respectful. And, like, he was just a good person to talk to, you know? So I like how he stayed true to himself. Like, generally a good person. Like, Katja, props to you. Sorry, my brain fogged for a second. But yeah, anyway, after during my mutual, I kinda went back to the headless zone, got out of the headless zone, and decided to, like, film a TikTok or whatever. Then I met with Jamie again, and at some point we drifted out Palace again, and I also met with another mutual, Thomas. They are also very friendly, like, they are very chill, and even though I don't talk to them a lot on Twitter or anything, they're still very chill, you know. So yeah, we took a couple pictures. Yeah. Sometimes On that same day, I finally got a picture with Shaq, like I wanted, with Jamie, of course. I also took a picture with my mutual, Joji. So a great dance on, and struck a good mood. And Sunday, I think I really just hung around with Jamie that whole day, and I met Evil fucking Skeleton, who was cool as hell. He's very chill, and I don't care what other people say. He is the most chill person in person ever. Who cares what his online persona says? He is very chill. And I'm saying that as someone who gets annoyed very easily. What's my opinion on this? And sometime after that, I decided, okay, it's time to go back. I really enjoyed the con, but I'm a bit tired and I haven't met all my moods, which was very sad. But I decided to go anyway, and boom, that's an Anthrocon. So was it a good con? Yes. My rating? 7 out of 10. I couldn't experience the whole entire experience because I don't have a fun group, but it was still very fun to meet up with my mutuals and all that, and to, attend as many events as I could. Even if it was very hard, especially losing my crap. Ugh. But yeah, it was pretty okay con. I hope next year better for me. The environment, 9 out of 10. Well, actually 8.5 out of 10 because the people are nice, but people would not pick up after themselves to the point that someone, like a full shooter in my hotel, we don't go in the elevator. If someone dumped a drink on the elevator floor and left the cup there and didn't tell anyone, so they slipped and injured themselves, which was very bad. We all had to pick her up and drag her out of the elevator, which that was a crazy moment. I don't know why nobody ever cleans up after themselves. Just because you're on the start of the show for 3 days in Pittsburgh, it doesn't mean don't clean up your messes. That's simple. Would I suggest it as a fun con? I would say it depends on your age. If you're 18 up, yeah, sure. If you're 14, maybe go to a local con first or a smaller con. Definitely suggested because a smaller space and not as much insane stuff at a smaller con. So I rate it as 4 out of 10 for a first con. It might first con for me, but I'm an adult. But I really wanted to go. Even though it was my first ever con, I was so excited to go. Which I do not regret that at all. I know it's not the best first choice. But it was a very good experience. Very fun con, nice people, just not really best con to go to as a first con, but oh well, it already happened to me, so there's no going back. But overall, I rate Anthrocon an 8.5 out of 10. For my front con, it was pretty good, and I also suggest people going themselves. I may be going next year. Will I go again? Of course. Like I said, I want to go next year. And maybe a year after that, and after that, and after that, and after that. And the cycle goes on. Very good con, very good place, very good people. Just great in general. And if you like my story, make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure this doesn't happen to you at the first con. Losing your phone and stuff. That might happen to you, But yeah, again, overall, very fun con. And I hope you all Have a good day. Bye. Okay.
Hey, Ashton! Peanut! Wag, boss, I'm so cool and awesome. Ashton, make your will go round. Wag, boss, I'm so cool and awesome. Ashton, make your will go round. Let go!